everybody. It is that time once again. Happy Friday, everybody. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I had some things to take care of around town. Took a little bit longer, and sadly, I'm probably gonna have to leave in about 2 hours. Well, I mean, that's actually about the regular time anyway. Going on a trip for the weekend. Lodix, good to see ya. Howdy, Silas. Hello there, Carly. Afternoon, T-Rex. Hello, Stream Elements. Hey there, Julio. Howdy, Brandon. You know, I'm always kind of rude to Stream Elements, but like, it's a bot, you know? And if you think about it, I get a lot of use out of Stream Elements. It's not like I've ever had to pay for the thing. So like, maybe I should go a little bit easier on Stream Elements, you know? T-Rex, I'm going to be going up to the, the Fayetteville area for the weekend. Probably not doing anything particularly fancy, but I'm going to be going up to Fayetteville. Which is, like, I don't want to say it's the bougie part of Arkansas, but it's called Fayette Chill by the locals. So it's kind of like your typical, like, I would call it the more laid-back Eagleton version of anywhere in Arkansas, if we were going to compare it to, like, parks and recreation style things. Hey, Darkside. Not too bad. Just have a little bit of a light cough, but, I mean, that always seems to happen. Do we have a turtle? Are people still stealing my turtles? They are. One day I'll get me a turtle. Oh, Carly, you might as well pack it in on that one. You got some med pens? That number seems slightly higher than what I remember. All right. I know we're gonna have to travel for some of this stuff, but let's see. I believe Durangos are what we want, and we're gonna need 6 of those. Whoa. Oh, that's expensive. That's expensive. How much is just one again? Ah, I see. Well, there goes a lot of our money. There goes a lot of our money. There goes my life. And as far as coolers go, what was the name of that cooler that I needed? It wasn't the snowpacks. Chill Max, there we go. Chill Maxes, these guys right here. Nope. There we go. So Carly, I am. Eesh. Oregon. I'm upgrading all the parts of my caterpillars. Although I might actually have to go out and run a few more trade runs. Or some missions. Yeah, it's gonna be missions. Actually, you know what? I think I've got an FR86 still, so when you've got 3 caterpillars to feed, woof. And nobody, good to see you, man. Yeah, Artex. Like, well, the thing is, you know, servers last so long now that unless you're the first on a server, I don't think you're gonna see them. And Darkside, where were you trying to sell? Ooh, wolf. Well, I don't need to do too many. I would just do a couple of titanium runs or take a decent mission.
With convenient connection trams across all major commercial areas of Arcon, city flight is business travel made simple.
Yeah, let's fix up our best in show here. For one. Swap out for them chill maxes. Get some Durangos going. Oh, Carly, it's not about the power requirement. It's about how quickly it can soak. What do you call that stuff? It's about how quickly it can soak distortion damage. JS500s might have the exact same stats. I also just like the name Durango, you know? Like, it's a fun name, you know? Oh, those are cheap. We'll replace those later. Or, what's something I don't use? I don't use arrows. Definitely don't use hornets. And then while we wait, we can get out the other caterpillar. Durangos. The Pontuses stay. Although, you know what? Nah, best in show gets the, yeah.
Now arriving.
Yeah. And the fun green paint. All right. Well, we need to go Mega Buck. Time to go Mega Buck.
Obey all security and customs personnel at all times. Their job is your safety.
Let's see, do we have any interesting jobs going right now? Retrieval up, evaluation. Don't really feel like doing jump down.
Thank you for visiting our
Nope,
port,
nope.
Stanton's capital of commerce. Whatever your transaction,
Hmm.
beneficial and prosperous stay.
That's a quick 10,000. That's probably an even quicker 15,000. Money for nothing.
It takes all of us working together to keep our corp safe and secure. Be vigilant and report possible threats every time.
What about personal? We got anything decent under personal? I like how Rudo still contacts me. I guess it's since I've had a crime stat. He's willing to talk.
Want your company to be a good company? Our Corp's unique vertically integrated corporate parks offer amenities such as resource sharing and logistical pairing for our rental partners.
You know, I almost want to take a vulture out to one of these guys, but nah.
Your new home.
Nah. We'll just run some regular trade. Why not? Hey, Moonraker. Oh, Batty, I spent it.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I,
It takes all of us working together to keep our Corp safe and secure. Be vigilant and report possible threats every time.
Sorry about that. I guess I still got, a little bit of a sick in my throat. Hey, James. Oh, no. Okay, so here's the thing, James. Laranite still has the better value. Titanium has the better margin, but if we're talking like same SCU, like Laranite's still gonna make more money. It's just you're gonna lose a lot less money trading titanium. In fact, we're about to go do a titanium run, so
Want your
Vehicle
company to be a
selected.
good company?
Your vehicle
Guitar, it's good to see you, man.
Vertically integrated corporate parks offer amenities such as resource sharing and logistical pairing for our rental partners.
well, you know, G, I've got
Today, to learn how you can invest in making
I've got a little bit of alcohols behind me. And Moonraker, that's not it. I just always forget to turn it on because it's on a separate button, and I'm so used to hitting the same button that, you know. Here, you guys want the camera on? I can turn it on. Come on, no, open up. Yeah, Brandon, the OnlyFans cam? Could work on that. I wanna do like an OnlyFans and then just post like spicy pictures of like 120mm PC case fans like in bed with satin sheets or like little tiny nighties on them. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be fun. And just post silly things like, keep cool when things are getting hot. With a thermal take Ring 12 ARGB fans. Well, thank you, G. Oh, yeah, guitars, of course. Hey, Shadow. There's my little bobbly head guy. There he is, my little guy. Man, you know, Moonraker, I don't want to think about that. I won't think about that. That's, no. And yeah, I love the ghoulish green paint. Only for sale during Halloween. Never Christmas. Drake doesn't get to do Christmas. And away we go.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Who we got? Who we got? Irish. And a Corsair. Alright, so how much money have I left myself with? Not a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably enough to get started on some titanium. We'll probably stick around Hurston for that one, which means some Ariel runs. Yeah, see, Brandon, that's my childhood right there. My childhood didn't ask for that. $15. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I don't... Brandon, whatever you're about to cook up, I want it to be a mystery. Yeah, gee, I decided to go ahead and start upgrading my caterpillars. I probably should have just stuck with one caterpillar and just flown that, but, you know. Oh well. Now I can branch out and run something else for a little bit. Alright, 9,000. Swing by Hurston, pick up some titanium. Should give us nearly a full hold. Hey, Gortok, good to see you, man. All right, now I can sit back, relax. Oh, Silas, don't tell me it was you. That's a drive, man. That's a boring drive. Ugh. I'm sorry. Hey, Gideon, good to see you, man. On our way to Hurston to pick up some titanium. Silas, why would you do it? Like just to try it out or what? Because you know, it's not like Kerbal where you can just keep going faster as long as you got the fuel. Like that's just oof. Oof. Like what were you flying? Hey. Heck yeah, Moonraker. I wish that we make like a little badge for every month. I need to redo like the 1 year badge because like it's a mule, but I've only got 32 pixels to work with, so it makes it even harder to see. Like I'd make like a golden box, but I feel like that would just look like a worse yellow. Oh, Silas, why would you do that in MPUVs? That's oof, my goof. Yeah, that don't sound good. That don't sound good. Hey, biker. Well, I'm glad you're not dying, but what's going on, man? What's not good about it? Like, don't tell me it's like an organ or something. Too many of these are those going wrong around here. Wait, hold on. Dark side. I flipped, so that should be Aberdeen. So Ariel is bingo. Yeah, and the Argo cargo takes much longer. Hey, Berlin. Hey, John. Actually, too poor for barrel right now. Spent all my money on components for three caterpillars. I probably should have just stayed at one, but I decided to go ahead and start upgrading all three. So we've got just under 200,000 credits. So we're gonna, you know, Start with titanium again. Oh, biker, I don't like the sound of that. Like, I'm not a doctor, but degenerative sounds... Well, I mean, it's a stupid statement, but degenerative sounds bad. Like, I would prefer like generative or regenerative. Can they slow it down at least? Can they, you know? Now, what the crap is a retaliator doing out here? Yeah, can they, you know, send it into remission or something at least? John, I bought 6 Durangos, 6 Chillmaxes, 6 FR86s, and I gotta swap the pilot guns, because, you know, that. Well, yeah, I mean, guitars, I ain't complaining, you know. I just figured I would, go ahead and outfit the fleet, you know? Hey, Ken, good to see you, man. But yeah, biker. What all does that entail, physiotherapy? Is that... I assume that's slightly different from physical therapy. Is that just kind of like slow it down or ease it or what, man? Well, farts. Well, at least we didn't lose any cargo, but we lost some time. And right now, I ain't got a lot of Star Citizen time because I gotta book it in just under 2 hours. Hey, kid.
Torpedo burrito.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Ken. Why? There we go. Why am I on an all-black screen? Hey, Cerrone. Hey, Pagan. Good to see you guys. Didn't I just... Alright, what's going on now? Might have to restart. But yeah, biker, I'm sorry to hear it, man. Like, I want to find out more about this physiotherapy stuff. Just if you feel like going into details, like if you don't want to spill your guts on it, I understand. Some people do, some people don't. So, I don't want to coax you on it if you don't want to do it. Ah, there we go. Not too bad, Pagan. I was kind of sickly. I made the mistake of being in a bar on the weekend. I wasn't even there that long, but bars in Arkansas still allow like smoking inside because, you know, cigarettes and alcohol go together, and I was around a lot of secondhand smoke for about half an hour, and that made me sick for days. Sick for days. And I still got a bit of the cough from it. Like, cigarette smoke. Like, if you want to get rid of me, light up a cigarette. Either I will be gone, or I will be in the corner dying, coughing, hacking. And, yeah, so. If I ever annoy you, just light up a Virginia Slim. Those are still a thing, right? Virginia Slims? Yeah, the slots at the gas stations. Like, I always thought gambling was illegal in Arkansas, except for like Oaklawn, because they have so much money, and Hot Springs would be silly to let horse racing leave because it makes literally millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. But yeah. Yeah, no, like the gas station slot machines around here just always, like, the reason, listen, you don't win. You don't win. You do not win. No one's ever hit it big at a gas station slot machine. And honestly, I don't know if you can win. Like, I don't know what you get. I always thought you put tokens in, you know? And Berlin, what is arthrosis? Why is everybody falling apart all of a sudden? Okay, I'm not gonna get in. I'm not gonna get in. Let me just restart my client. I will get one run in today. Yeah, Ken. I saw it earlier, right? I thought I said thank you. I thought am I lying to myself? Am I? I swore I saw it. Sorry, OBS is having some issues. Yeah, no, a lot of gas stations in Arkansas are, actually, you know, we have gas stations with showers. If you're ever going to stop at one, stop at a Petro. At least that's where we always stopped. Okay, yeah. Ken, I don't know if, like, the chat ones are working, but I can see them. Did they not pop up? And yeah, but I can send it to me, man. Like I said, if you don't want to go into, like, all of public, you know, I get it. You know. Like, I'm used to sharing a bunch of crap, but I know not everybody is. Because, you know, different yolks for different folks. People like their eggs different. Oh yeah, Brandon. I miss Petro. You know, okay, you remember like Iron Skillet? Like, dude, I remember Iron Skillet being this massive, glorious truck stop restaurant. And now it's just been reduced to basically a fancy Wendy's. Or a bad Denny's. And it irks me. And Raymond, I don't remember if I said hi, man, but just in case I didn't, good to see you. But yeah, Ken, did you get the notification at all? Like, did it come through chat-wise? Because, like, I can still see it. Believe me, I appreciate it. And I can't pay off my crime stat, because, you know, I ain't got one right now. So I was trying to figure out if I wanted to go ahead and buy weapons or not, but no, I need to save my cash for things. I'm sorry, Ken. I'm sorry, man. Well, it was a very, very nice super chat, and I want you to know that I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, Riker. I do greatly appreciate it. So, thank you, Ken. And you know, there are some places where it could pay off my crime stat. We just need to be a place with a very favorable exchange rate. Hey, Code. Good to see you. Oh, yeah, T-Rex. It won't do it. Like, okay, so sadly, I don't have any option to make like an animation for like the membership months where like, you know, you get to type like a fancy message or whatever. Like if you join the membership thing, you know, it has like the blowing up freelancer. I probably still need to go back and update that, but I don't have anything for like the messages. It doesn't let me do anything for those. Oh, Gideon. 3 positives. Salvage. Slightly updated trade. What's another positive? In the field component swapping. Negatives, PvP or ground-based PvP. Actually, any based PvP right now is going to be a toss-up because there is an exploit where you can render yourself invisible,
Your personal belongings
which
are
pretty much
yours.
anyone going to Jumptown right now is getting hit by invisible people.
At all times.
As far as other negatives,
Welcome to the
30k
ASOP
protection
vehicle
sends your
retrieval
ship
system.
to your home place. So if you're basing yourself at a crew L1 and you get a 30k, oh come on, really? Unknown? I'm not gonna get that one back.
From transforming worlds to exploring the stars, our corps
Second part,
is
sometimes they don't work at all.
together.
I'll give that one a moment.
In tomorrow's future.
Third thing, that trade update made a lot of silly changes to the point that a lot of those things that got buffed, you can't even run because they don't exist as far as
For the
supply
latest travel
goes.
information, be sure to check the departure and arrival boards conveniently located throughout the spaceport.
And
Take off in 1 minute.
oh, someone must be. You know what? I'm just gonna mute that since I'm not being pirated right now. We'll just drop that volume to 0.
Hello, and welcome
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Referral
basically you're running barrel.
Spaceport, servicing the greater
Basically you're
area
running
of the
barrel.
Welcome
metropolitan
to the
area.
ASOP vehicle
We hope you
retrieval
have
system.
And
travels wherever your final destination may
that's
be.
nice and all, but
Vehicle selected.
diamond, gold,
Vehicle
things like
has been
that.
delivered to you.
Mining got a massive update. Hey, squirrel. Yeah, death. Okay, so
Thank you for visiting our
so the thing about diamond. Okay,
Whatever your transaction
that's another thing.
may
Gideon,
be
diamond.
beneficial and proud
On paper, diamond looks great. Trying to actually run diamond, you're gonna make less than you would than barrel because of the price difference. And if you want to fill up, you're gonna take a while. Yeah, T-Rex, we could actually do that. I don't have a whole lot of time, so you'll probably have to meet me, like, you know, in transit. Although, please tell me you're on my server. Because if I have to go through my friends list, it's gonna... Okay, thank God. Because my friends list is still, nearly unusable. Oh, no, Ken, you can run barrel all day long. Like, the price of barrel has gone up a little bit. Well, you're not going to make as much as advertised, but, I mean, really, that's for just about anything. Yeah, like, mining is a challenge again, and there's actually reasons to mine things other than Quantanium. Like, Quantanium's great, but you can actually make money with other stuff now. All right, round 2. I might actually try for Humboldt. See what the price of titanium is that way. Yeah, Death, honestly, I'm kind of considering a scrap run. One, it's been forever since I've ran scrap. Let's see, what would be a good scrap run? Grill 4 to Hurl 5. That wouldn't be that bad of a run. I should have picked up some scrap while I was here, but I wasn't thinking about it. Negative death. You cannot drop waste off anywhere. Waste is, it's quite literally a waste. Oh, yeah. Granulus, where are you mining, if you don't mind me asking? Like, what planet? Because it's the rocks that you have to... Or the type of rocks that you gotta... try to go for now. Also, not to mention, you know, a lot of those rocks are in things that are like for moles, where it's like 40,000 or 30,000 or whatever.
Thank you.
So if you're running solo, you get that tiny little, you know, prospector beam, and no matter how strong it is, it ain't gonna cut. That is true, Pagan. You see, Death, what you do is you park a ship with boxes right outside Armistice Zone, just at a high traffic location, and then you leave it open and just watch people, you know, investigate. Actually soft death it or blow it up so they can't scan it to see what it is. Also, I was checking around PC cases last night. I found this cute Star Trek themed case. Like, it's not super loud. It's basically just a regular case with some Star Trek theming to it. Like a little faceplate. But it's cute, you know? You should be able to crack a 7,000. Yeah. Yeah, you could probably do that with a, oh, what do you guys think? What is that called? Helix? Helix in the right modules? Ah, death. No. Tain't for me. Like, I plan on eventually doing an oh-so-slight rebuild. Basically, eventually replacing my cooler... like my processor cooler and my case. Because one, my processor cooler, like even after cleaning it out, whenever I'm playing games, it sounds like a jet turbine. And you can't hear it on stream, but I can. And I just... like, because right now I've got a 2-fan cooler, 240 millimeter, and I would like to go to a 3-fan cooler, like a 360 cooler or 360 millimeter, or larger if I had the room. Larger, you know, is always better, because if I remember correctly, it is much harder to keep something warm the larger surface area it is. So I figure if you have an even larger radiator, that's even better. I would do the same with my graphics card, because I make those kits. EVGA has those kits where you can convert, you know, some of their graphics cards from like regular fan to like, you know, closed loop cooling. But that seems difficult. That seems difficult. That seems above my pay grade. Oh yeah, gee, no, it's not as fancy as that. You give me a second, I'll get you the link. They also have like Borg cube cases, but those are like $700, and I'm not a big fan of the Borg. I find them to be kind of one-dimensional. I'm sure I've probably accidentally insulted someone's entire, you know, childhood with that statement, but yeah, these things right here, and you can swap the face plates and whatnot, but now, gee, I have seen those. I've seen some custom builds, but I'm talking like something, you know, off the shelf. Let's see, SAL2 usually has good titanium, but we're gonna go do all Humboldt because I like Humboldt. Zamatech, I do not. It is just a closed, it's like an all-in-one closed loop. Everything else is just all fans. One day, I would like to do like custom, you know, like water cooling. But that is expensive and I have no experience with it. And honestly, I'm not overclocking anything. I'm not pushing things to the limit. So it's probably wasted on me anyway, especially when you bring budget into it. Discounting all the supposedly fancy things behind me, I actually got a lot of cash. So, all of my upgrades are slow. Lonix, I haven't actually swapped the Noctuas on that yet. Because I was thinking, like, I would have to get... Like, I've got the Noctuas that I could put on there. But then I'm just missing two... Sorry, front fans for my intake. Which, you know, can replace with any old fan. It's just my case literally cannot take anything larger than 240 millimeter. It says it can. Like it could take what's that? Like 280 millimeter. I think I've done the math there right, but it actually cannot. I tried to shove one in there once and I had to bend it all up, and even then it did not appreciate my how should we call that? Finagling. But also my case is from like 2013, so they are T-Rex. Noctua is still the standard, still expensive. Don't need a radiator at all, like going air cooling. You know, maybe I'm just remembering the old FX 8350 days. But back when that was my processor, the old FX, I ran standard air cooling. And while that stayed, you know, within acceptable parameters. Ooh, my room. My God, my room. Like, I know the heat's got to go somewhere. And really, it's more just for the sound. Like, I know I can run air cool, but I have noticed that it's a lot quieter with the radiator than it was last time I used to run air cool. Ooh, 362. Well, that's not gonna... Why do I have more money? Yeah, no, Lonix, you're right. You're right. Yeah, like, I'm gonna test it out. Who sent me money? Who did that? Who did that? Who sent me money? Well, let's go waste it all on barrel. Actually, before I leave, let's see if there's anything to steal. You see, Moonraker, that'll give you. The thing is, I live in Arkansas. So, like, even in the wintertime, the air conditioning is getting used because it's just constantly warm here. Yeah. See, Sam, like, I believe 100% that air cooling is just as effective. Like, unless I am, like, you know, I'm not overclocking anything. I'm not pushing things to the limit. I'm not going to ultra extremes. So conventional cooling systems are just fine for me. My issue is the noise factor. Because, like, you know, back in the day, AMD especially, like, you had to run some chunky fans to keep that stuff cool. I mean, like, my Ryzen 9 5900 uses less power than my FX 8350 did. But it's still, right now, even with the whole turbine thing I was talking about, still quieter than the previous setup. And Zam, I'll probably watch that. Or maybe if there's like a podcast version. I'm told I need to try out podcasts. T-Rex, I'm probably gonna... Oh, you probably just got here, didn't you? I'm probably gonna relocate to the Hurston area. Since that is actually enough money now to run barrel. I'm not sure what you're in. If you're in something like size 1, I can wait and just meet you in space. Yeah, sea snakes. I had this Zalman radial fan, and I swore by that thing. I friggin' love that radial fan. It's a great fan. Did I slice my hand open on it and bleed all over my motherboard? Yes, I did. But it was a Gigabyte, ultra durable, one of those little UD3 motherboards. And those things are... Yeah, you got it. I'm gonna head that way. Those things are, as they say, ultra durable. That's actually what made me fall in love with Gigabyte motherboards. I know a lot of people don't like Gigabyte, but I do. Hey, Phaedrus, good to see you, man. Yeah, snakes, you know, blood, sweat, tears. Moonraker, good luck with that load. I mean, it's a reclaimer, though. You shouldn't be messed with, right? Thank you, Lonix. Thank you. Yes. Like... This is my first time not using a Gigabyte board, and I almost feel like I did wrong. And I know I didn't. I feel like I abandoned them. I just, like, you know, I've had them ultra durable boards for forever. And then when I swapped to that 8700K, you know, you upgrade like one of the little Aorus boards, and it was fine. You know, I never had an issue out of it. And I'm on an Asus TUF motherboard now, and I thought about sticking with Gigabyte, but I wanted to branch out, get some experience with some other things. I will say, I had a massive problem when I installed this board with the audio codecs. That was a nightmare. Also, it tried to bundle Norton antivirus, which is 2 strikes. That is 2 strikes. Do not put that cancer on my computer. Never, Asus. Never. Hey, Motherfig. Hey, Simi. John, I'm actually on a single PC setup. If you do exclamation specs, it'll give you the full specs. I might be swapping my RAM. We talked about this a little bit in Discord last night, but hit you guys up with a quandary here. Right now, I'm on 32 gigs of RAM, 3200 megahertz, cast latency of 14. However, I have the option for free to upgrade or swap to 64 gigs of RAM, same clock speed, but of a cast latency of 16. And it would be 64 gigs across 4 sticks. And I'm thinking about it because, like, you know, the RAM has been tested. It's been tested, you know, everything works. And I can just swap back, you know, if it don't. But it hasn't been tested to work. And Star Citizen just eats so much, you know? Yeah, see, Lonix, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I know a lot of people swear by cast latency, but, I mean, like, what am I gonna do? Like, lose 3 frames in Minecraft? You know? Like, I feel like I gotta have triple-digit frame rate to notice a difference, and I play Star Citizen. Triple-digit frame rates, well, they don't exist. Well, they do in a space station by yourself in a 10-person server. Yeah, Lonix, 1 second. Let me land, because, you know. And Dark Side, like, okay. So I wanna swing back to that ASRock motherboard. I've also wanted to mess around with ASRock or ASRock. I know a lot of people say it differently, and if I'm saying it wrong, please correct me. Because the thing is, I like a lot of the designs. That is 2 retaliators. Interesting. Like a lot of the designs I use, and I know designs are irrelevant on a motherboard, but I've wanted to mess around with them. I just haven't gotten the chance. A Talon. How odd. I mean, guitars, you're probably right. Wait, Phaedrus, what about, is he running at lowest frequency? I can just shove it in and try it out. Yeah, I mean, I'm not running the fastest RAM in the world. Death, you don't like ASRock, or are you just telling me the way to pronounce it? You see, G-Hammer, that's how a lot of my my gigabyte builds have been. Usually I go with the ultra durable line or the UD3 line. And those have survived way more than they should. Ah, gotcha, Phaedrus. Yeah, no, Raymond, I got you. I got you on the speed thing. Yeah, see, Motherfig, like, I'm on an Asus Tough Pro right now. X570 chipset. You know, it's been fine, aside from, like I said, the audio codec issues when I first built it. I had to uninstall those, reinstall. I was getting zero audio output whatsoever. Took forever to figure out. And I mean, could that have just been like a... I'm an idiot, but there's 100 SU of Laranite here, so we're gonna buy that. I meant to go to Ida. But whatever. We're gonna buy that. We're gonna buy. Hey, Ed. Good to see you, man. Yeah. See, Pagan? Like... The UD line from Gigabyte is like a 1994 Nissan Sentra. Like, that stuff just keeps going. Like, my original board is still in a friend's computer. Man, I hope that's T-Rex. Like, I hear the footsteps running. Hey, Alphonse. Good to see you, man. Howdy, T-Rex. Chow, that's odd. Is it like Star Citizen or just streaming in general? I mean, kid, you could say that. You could say that. You know, if you oh, I like that banana Scorpius. Are those the thing? Banana scorpions? Look, I know there's banana slugs? Yeah, banana slugs, but is there a banana scorpion? Hey, Budman. Good to see you. Yeah, gee, because we got, you know, 30K on the other one. John, okay. I actually get that sometimes too through OBS. Like, I'll get dropped frames. A lot, actually. And honestly, I think it's just a Star Citizen lack of optimization thing, dude. Like, I feel like the only way you're not going to see that is to run a second computer. Because I get those from time to time. Not too bad, bud. Not too bad. Sadly, I'm gonna have to leave in a little bit. I've probably got just under an hour. So I gotta drive a few friends up to Fayetteville. I'm gonna check out the tabletop scene while I'm up there, probably. Yeah, see, gee, I heard about that whole Asus debacle. But that was just for the 3D cards, right? From Ryzen? Or was it all of their boards? Like, I didn't catch the full scope of that issue. Okay, that's not a bad idea. I actually need to. I don't have the timer set. So, you know what? Remind me when I'm on the train. I'll take my meds on the train. Yeah, I'll take meds when I'm on the train. Alphonse, I'm not entirely sure. But Fayetteville is basically... it's smaller than Little Rock, but a lot less murder. Which is good in a city. Less murder. I mean, obviously, you know, there'll be D&D, Pathfinder, things like that. I would love to see some Traveler. Like, if there were people up there playing Traveler, I would go hobo it up. I'm like, hey, you kids want to play some Traveler? And they'll be like, what is this creepy old man doing up here with his spaceship books? That's it, Raymond. But, I mean, Alphonse, there are... Okay, you know what? There are dozens of us, okay? You know, I got a new edition a few years back. Jack Axton is where Traveler comes from, okay? That was the first... Well, okay, I've actually made 2 characters for Traveler. But it was the first character I ever made for Traveler. And I got to play a total of 1 session with him. Like, wow, I spent forever on this character just to watch it be wasted. I'm just going to recycle that name for everything on the internet. See, Guitars likes Traveler. Hey, Nuts. Yeah, Raymond, I could probably get like a little tune to play whenever I'm, you know, taking my meds. I could probably do that. Coyote, I feel like the problem is there is nobody near you for anything, man. Like, you can barely get ice cream back to the house before it becomes soup. Like, you're out in the boonies, man. You know, not to like insult you or anything. It's just you kind of got that Burt Gummer Perfection Valley thing going on. Like, you live in a place that is perfect for wanting to be alone.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Oh, man. Oh, Hermio. I like that name. Please tell me I'm pronouncing it right. So, I pretty much run legal cargo because you really don't need all this space for the, you know, like drugs and stuff like that. I love the Caterpillar. Has a couple of very small advantages to the C2. However, the C2 is faster. It is more agile. It has way more storage capacity. And it's a lot easier to navigate. Not to mention, if you have stolen cargo, like if you took a box or 2 off somebody, or drugs, you can actually put those in the elevator and they don't count as being on the ship. Same for people too. Like if you've got a criminal aboard and you're trying to sneak them in somewhere, all you got to do is have them stay in the elevator and they don't count as being on the ship. So I would honestly say, like, I hate to say it, but I would say the C2 is probably the better option for you. CG, that's not a bad idea. Now, Pagan, that is also true, you know, less doors to the cockpit. But
Welcome.
the SC capacity, you know, SCU capacity, you can also put a TS2 in it. Like, it's got enough fuel to, you know, take a TS2. Caterpillar does not. Hey, Play Crazy, it's been a minute, man. Good to see you. But yeah, oh Harmio, I would, I don't like saying it, but I would say probably go with the C2. Now, I will tell you the largest difference between the two. Let's say you're at a place, you're buying your cargo, yada, yada, yada. With the Caterpillar, if you leave the lift down, it will never go back up until you, the owner, or someone in your party hits the button. With the C2, if you leave the lift down, it will eventually go back up and then release whoever is on board it into your ship's cargo hold, where they can then take the ladder and make their way to the pilot seat. So, if you fly a C2, make sure you send that cargo lift back up. The you know, elevator lift back up, or make sure you're just very fast getting in and out of whatever your location is. So just keep that in mind.
Now arriving, Central Station. Please watch your step when disembarking the train.
You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to take my meds. Let me get off here and I'll take my meds right quick. I will take my meds. Where are they? Here they are. Nice, mother fig. The little hauling fleet you got there. All right, 4 pills of Tarpeo. I don't know if you can see them inside this little thing, but oh.
Now arriving from Tisa Spaceport. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding.
Ugh. Oh yeah, so here's the thing too. Just so you guys know, there are thousands of ways to break into a ship. Whether by intended means, unintended means, or straight up exploits. Sorry, I'm just pouring out my BP meds now. But due to the way the physics engine works, if you have a determined enough person and or troll, there's nothing you can do to keep people out of your ship. All right, bed's been taken. The important ones, anyway. But, yeah. You can literally punch your way into a ship. You can exploit into ships. You can do the dragonfly thing, especially in space. That one works really well in space. Like, that one actually works inside Armistice. Basically, they pull up next to you or very close to you with, like, a dragonfly. Sometimes a Nox, depends. They park right up against the side of the hull. They do the whole dismount thing. Dismount animation sends them through your ship. They're inside, and then they can do whatever they want to. Lonix, I apologize. One moment, and I will. Just gonna sell this right quick, get back on the train. That way, at least I'm, you know, moving. Yeah, Moonraker, that's it. Only way to win is to not play. Negative, Mother Pig. I have not. Yeah, Phaedrus, that's an old one. Also, you can break into a cutlass by being on top of it near the doors. Like the side doors, and just laying down. And whenever someone takes off straight up, it'll just force you through the ceiling inside the cutlass on the ground. Then you can stand up and go murder the poor pilot. That one actually works with most ships. That one's a fun one. Those are just two methods. There's tons of others. So, yeah. Don't ever really think your ship is safe. It's just safe from honest people. Oh, Adam, no, we were just, I mean, we could talk about that one too.
Now arriving from Tisa Spaceport. Stand by.
Ooh, Pagan, what happened, man?
Before boarding.
All right, Lonix, let me see what my RAM utilization's at. Uh, 87%. I'm using 27.6 gigs out of 31.9. So
Next stop, Tisa Spaceport.
maybe I should go to 64 gigs. What do you think there? Oh, Squirrel, good luck with the mechanics, man. Good luck. Oh, Pagan, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Yeah, PC is the last place you want to be when you got that going.
Now arriving, Tisa Spaceport. Please watch your step when disembarking the train. Step away from the platform edge when train is approaching.
All right. Back to it. I'm sorry, Squirrel. What's going on with the car anyway? Oh, hey, that sounds fun. I miss painting miniatures. I'd actually painted all of my miniatures for Talisman.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
You guys remember Talisman?
Your vehicle has been
Oh, hey, look, now it's back.
Goodbye.
Anyway,
Your vehicle has been delivered to the
I had a job at a call center, which, you know, gave me a lot of time with my hands free. But I was on the phone constantly, but I had a headset. T-Rex, we're going to be in Hangar 5. So I would just paint miniatures at my desk. You know, while doing my job. And then, like, I was dating this girl at the time. And in the split, she took all my light bulbs and my miniatures. That ticked me off. That ticked me off so much. Ooh, Squirrel, nice. Tara Strong, she's a legend. Oh yeah, brakes. Ooh, suspension. Ugh, yeah, okay. That's a college fund right there, man. Like brakes, suspension, tires, that's half the cost of the car. All right, T-Rex. Let's see, 405.
You are clear to launch.
If we rush it, we can get 2 runs in. If the doors will open any faster. Oh no, like T-Rex, it happens to everybody, dude. Like the ship is large and confusing. Kind of feel like it's that way on purpose.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Oh, Squirrel, that's just how it goes, man. Like you can never save money for anything. I've pretty much almost stopped trying. Raymond, probably. One of my favorite things to do in Pulsar Lost Colony was if I had a player that was getting unruly, I would just kick them while shouting +1 to airlock. And that way you can say silly things like, you know, venting my frustrations or just lower the pressure around here. Just silly things, you know? Yeah, Coyote, like... To save money, you gotta have money in the first place, you know? All my money goes towards food, occasional transformer. And, gas. Hey, Mr. Brooks. Welcome back, man. Well, Ken, that's because there's no sound in space. No groans. All right. Can't believe I just made that joke. Oh, that's such low-hanging fruit. Such low-hanging fruit. But you know what? If you didn't go for low-hanging fruit, only giraffes would be alive. No, that's not true. That's not how ecosystems work. See, that's also it, Coyote. That's it. Like... It's like, wow, you know, if you didn't buy this, then you could save money. It's like, nope, that's not... Believe me, it would get bled out somewhere. It's like, at least this way I've got a fleeting moment of happiness. Wait, but Coyote, what about the astronaut ice cream? And yeah, oh Hermia, we've been waiting on that since, oh gosh, since before I joined. Like, one day the caterpillar will get modularity. That's not today. That's not this week. That ain't even this year.
Landing complete. Engines.
But one day. One day. See, Moonraker, that's right. That's right. You know, tomatoes are great. Okay, I got a question. I got a Star Trek Voyager question. And this might come off offensive. And if it does, I apologize. I'm just not super far in. Like I said, I'm getting my first stab at Trek. But I'm for maybe 5 episodes in. And does Tuvok ever get useful? Like, I know he just hasn't had a lot of screen time. But all of his time has been spent saying useless things or doing that 14-year-old on the internet thing where he says something to be a jerk under the guise that he doesn't have feelings, that he's just being logical, which is really just a symptom of the whole... Oh gosh, hold on. No, I forgot the name of his species. What is it? What is it? Not Romulan. Frickin'... The crap are those logic elf called? What are they called? Like a logic elf, Vulcan. Thank you, Ken. Vulcan. Yeah, like... Yeah, Vulcans, yeah. Like, I feel like that's really just an issue with Vulcans in general. It's like, I don't have feelings, and yet I'm going to find a way to be super catty about everything. And it's like, I'm not being a jerk, I'm just being logical. Curious that you would take it that way. I'm 14 and this is deep. Like, that's what all Vulcans come off like. Vulcans are like, they are the equivalent to druids in D&D. Because whenever you, like, come across, like, NPC druids, and some player druids, they do the whole thing where it's like, nature, can't interfere, watch that baby get eaten by an alligator, nope, can't interfere, that's nature, yo. And it's like, my guy, that's not... that baby was put there. That baby wasn't crawling around on the jungle floor like, you know, big Baddison the Third. Addison the Baddison put that baby there. I'm like, nope, can't interfere. I would be interfering with nature. It's like, come on, my guy, just stop being a jerk. See, Berlin, that's just dumb. That's just dumb. That's dumb. Clearly they all have feelings. Clearly they do. Like, stop. Not you. I mean them. You know, stop lying to yourselves, you know. Eat a taco. Like, oh no. I went far. Holy crap, I went far. Oh. Oh, that was far. Yeah, squirrel. Pills were taken. Pills were taken. Okay. See, Russell, I hope, because again, I've only seen a few episodes. And, you know, they're still establishing the show, so we haven't had particular episodes yet. I mean, There was the whole Neelix losing his lungs episode, but that didn't really focus on anyone in particular. I know, G. Like, you would think that I was lightly brushed by another soccer player. You know, Cody, oh gosh, I need to do one. I actually need to take this channel seriously one day. And Adam, like, okay, I didn't, that was the first thing I could think of. Like, I had the dingo ate my baby thing in my head, and I decided to go with alligator. Like, it was just the first thing that popped into my head, because it's just one of those things that universally you should be like, yes, this should not happen. And then, like, if you brought that up to like a druid character in D&D, they would be like, no, that's interfering with nature, because for whatever reason, whenever you run into druids in D&D, they're just jerks, and they always make the excuse that it's nature. It's not their personal feelings or just them being jerks, it's totally nature. They get to use nature as an excuse to be jerks. Yeah, Ken, that was a bug. That was a full-on bug. Yeah, Cody, I've seen some of the different Klingons. Especially when Worf is like, we don't talk about it. But that was like in clips, not, you know. Hey, Yeti. Oh, Torres? Yeah, she's all right. I mean, okay. I feel like, hold on. Throat's a little dry. Also, Gaz, good to see you, man. Sorry, I saw your question. I was ranting about logic elves. Dude, I've been running barrel. Is it super great? No, but it's the best thing you're gonna get. I mean, guitars, I don't specifically, okay. Do I never want to be around a baby? Yes. Does holding a baby give me immediate feelings of revulsion? Yes. But I'm not gonna be like Cruella de Vil. I just don't like them. Some people don't like tacos. Some people don't like hip-hop. I just don't like babies. Like, I'm not gonna, I would never jeopardize one. I just I never want one. Oh. Yeah, see, right, but like that's it though. Like, druids have this whole like, don't interfere in nature. And it's like, dude, if that was the case, why is you a druid? Like, you're kind of like the executive branch of nature. That means you can interfere. You can do all the interfering stuff you want to. Like, if you're gonna take this hardcore approach, like, why even become a druid, my guy? Like, now granted, you know, I'm just talking about the whole druid trope. Like, kid, you got that one proud. Berlin, which ones are you talking, like Hadanite and stuff? If so, no. See, Yeti, those sound so good. Those sound so good. Yeah, Squirrel, like, whenever it's like the whole, you know, oh, that's what my character would do, it's like, we're gonna have one of those moments, aren't we? Yeah, exactly, G. Like, that's okay. Like, that's the thing. You know, I always feel like druids kind of forget that it's like, oh, just because now you walk upright, like, suddenly you ain't nature anymore. And it's like, that's not... It's like, you're still nature. Like, even if you live in a house, you're still part of, like, the whole ecosystem. You just happen to have real estate, you know? Oh, barely. That's because we got that fake economy. Now, Russell, I do want to go back to Torres right quick, because I can never remember her first name. I like Torres. I feel like they kind of made her one-dimensional in the beginning, just with the generic Klingon anger. And then immediately after she got her engineer position, she kind of calmed down. Granted, again, only about 5 episodes in, so she's got time to, you know, get more angry and whatnot. I also like, okay. This is my favorite thing about her. Her last name is Torres, right? Which sounds to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, because I don't know. It sounds to me like that she has a human father and a Klingon mother. And that sounds like a pair. That sounds like a pair. I want to know how that worked. Like, I know Worf has the same thing, but Worf is kind of... I want to say lame. Like, I'm sure he's got his moments. But for a dude that's half Klingon, Worf seems to get his butt kicked a lot. Or at the very least, isn't super... He's not super Klingon-y, you know? Like, again, correct me where I am wrong, because I've only seen bits and pieces of Star Trek, but Worf is just always like, oh, yes, I'm calm and reasonable, and we can talk this out, and if someone's going to throw a punch, I'll go down like the Texas power grid. And then Torres is like, how dare you put that battery in that way? I'm going to break your nose. And Balana, that's it. Thank you, Ken. Balana. Thank you. Yeah. Russell, do you mean like the little radar pings? I don't know. They've just always looked like that for me. Sea Squirrel. Now, you know, I've only had to deal with like 4 or 5 druid players, and thinking about it, they've all been the same kind of character players as well. Yeah, sure thing, T-Rex. I don't have a lot of time anyway. I might just have to end it after I sell this. Yeah, Russell, I don't know why. It's just always looked like that, you know? Is that what it is, Gortuk? He was just raised by human grandparents. So that could be it. All right. I take back a bit what I said about Worf then. Because, like, Torres got angry.
Welcome to the
And Worf
ASOP
is like,
vehicle retrieval
you know,
system.
Worf is willing to talk stuff out. He's very, again, from what I've seen, he's just very, he seems very reasonable, you know? Like, maybe that's the whole point. Maybe they're trying to break, you know, tropes about Klingons. But, I enjoy the bits of Torres that I've seen. But my favorite so far is still Harry Kim. Yeah, see, Motherfig, it's gonna be a while before I get to Picard. Because, like, I'm watching through Voyager. Once I finish that, it'll probably be Deep Space Nine. Hey, Adam. And see, guitars, like, that's it too. I feel like druids get pigeonholed a lot. Like, you always have to be like a tree druid. There's never like surfer wave druid or like desert druid or Australian druid. See, Raymond, I'll give you that part about her being undisciplined. I mean, she did kind of come from a... She did kind of join a quasi-terrorist cell, you know? I mean, generally you don't join those unless you have, like, strong, violent feelings about things. Obviously, she's not prone to talking things out. Now, you know, let's revisit this once I get more into it. And then I'll probably be like, wow, I was a jerk. I didn't know anything. Yeah, Sean, have a good one, man. Ah, you're good, Squirrel. You're good. And Neelix. I do like Neelix. Neelix is... Neelix is enjoyable. I like that he has that mild, unreliable streak so far, but he's also willing to just straight up be like, yeah, I don't know, Captain. I don't know these people. I don't know what that is. It's like, yeah, I live in this neighborhood, but I never seen those guys. All right. I mean, Kortok, that's fair. I mean, he's quite obvious at it, but I enjoy this idea of a dude who is like, holy crap. Like, these funny looking flesh potatoes, they got water. They got all the water they could eat. And he's just like, you know what? I'm going to go with you guys. And I'm going to replicate a comms badge. And I'm going to walk onto the bridge whenever I feel like it. And everyone else is just too tired to say no. Like, I know he's comedy relief, but I enjoy how it's just like, screw it. We're out in the middle of nowhere. Like, there's nothing we can do. Whatever, Neelix. You can cook in my private dining room. Whatever. Just get out of the way.
Now arriving from Tisa Spaceport. Stand by and let passengers.
Jess, she hasn't had a lot, you know, yet. Because the last episode that I saw, I think it was either the which one was it? The guys who have the phage, like the whole disease thing where they have to steal organs, or it was the time one where they come across a planet that used the... I forget what kind of energy it was, but they used a certain type of energy as a power source, and it blew up and basically wiped out the whole planet. And then they do the whole back in time thing, and they're trying to figure out if they should save the planet, and they realize in their attempt to stop it, they're the ones who cause it. And then they, you know, basically the episode is resolved. They fix it. The planet never died. And they go about their way, but they don't know it. But, you know, the audience does. And I actually thought it was a really good episode. It was back to back with another, you know, time travel before you realize you're doing it episode. But they had enough variations to be different. I just think they should have, like, swapped one just to give us, you know, a little bit of
arriving.
space in between.
Tisa Spaceport. Please watch your step when disembarking.
Oh yeah, no, Raymond, yeah, for sure. Like the Maquis, like, you know, for Cardassians, yeah, exactly.
When train is approaching.
Like, you know, just as the Federation sees them, we're terrorists. Like, you know, I don't know a lot about the whole like Cardassian conflict thing, which I guess I will find out later. But you know, when you're going around blowing people up, generally you have very strong opinions about what you're doing, which goes back to whole, you know, Torres anger thing. Yeah, exactly, Brooks. Like that was an excellent episode. You know, like it was right on the heels of another time travel episode, but I'm just gonna go and go land this, pack it up next to ArcCorp, because I don't want to wake up in Lorville. Actually, I'll just do I'll just do Evers. That way I'm just right there, I can take off. Yeah, see, Motherfig, like, I'm really excited to get to Deep Space Nine. Mostly just to watch Garrick work, because, you know, Garrick is a fun character. And, it's gonna be a while, because, you know, I got like 7 seasons to get through. It also kind of makes me want to go back and play, like, when I was a kid, my grandpa used to buy me those, like, weird collections of games, like, oh, you know, Command and Conquer bundle, or 1,000 game pack, and usually it was like a bunch of crappy demos, and you had to actually buy the games, you know, separately. One of them was like a Star Trek bundle. There was like Star Trek, let's say Fleet Commander, and then like, you know, Starfleet Academy, and I didn't understand them as a kid because I was small and an idiot. And hey, Darren, good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. How you doing? How you feeling? Did you ever get to have like your arm looked at again? I know you said it was still, you know, in pain. Yeah, see, Coyote, and I've never seen anything, you know, Babylon 5 or anything like that. Or honestly, I kind of figured out what my problem was as a kid. And it was that my parents didn't show me into the stuff that, you know, they liked or didn't like or whatever, like when they were kids. Like, you know, like how some of you people are well adjusted enough that like you have a kid and you do the thing where it's like, hello, son, daughter, or maybe a pet dog or cat that you really like. Today we're going to sit down and I'm going to show you things that I liked when I was your age, like Star Wars or Star Trek or, I don't know, Gumball or whatever. Oh, right. I never... Whoopsie doodle. I never got that treatment. It was just like, all right, whatever. That's why I gotta play catch up and all this stuff. All right, Raymond, I got a question. And I know this is probably... I'm probably asking a question that, you know, is more difficult to answer in the confines of a YouTube chat. But I get the whole Maquis thing with the human settlement abandonment. Where do the Bajorans factor in as far as, you know, the whole Cardassian thing? Like, I understand, like, Bajor was occupied by Cardassians, but I don't really know anything other than that. And that's all from, you know, lower decks and shacks and whatnot. Good deal, Darren. Although I'm sad to hear about the numb thing, but hopefully it gets fixed soon. I'm glad to hear you're doing all right. Yeah, CG, that's what I've heard as far as, like, you know, Babylon stations. And, again, I've got a bunch of stuff to catch up on. And Sandra, good to see you. Sadly, I'm probably about to wrap it up. Because, I gotta pack my backpack. What time is it? Yeah, 4:36. Yeah. So I'm gonna park it up at Everest. And sadly, I'll have to end it there. Not too bad, Darren. I'm kind of a sickly over the weekend. Was exposed to too much secondhand smoke. But I'm gonna take a weekend trip up to Fayetteville. Hoping there'll be some good air up there. Guitars, I didn't get to watch any Star Trek. Like, I saw parts of episodes as a kid, but my family wasn't the together type. Like, sit down and watch this, you know, with us or anything like that. I didn't have anything like that. Every now and then my grandmother would watch an episode of Star Trek and I'd see a bit of it. But we're talking like, you know, TOS Star Trek. And my grandmother liked Star Trek, but she never wanted to like watch it together or anything like that, you know? And she was also usually very drunk by that time that she would, you know, watch it. So when I would be over there, I just never really got the chance to sit down like, all right, what's this guy? And, you know, why does he do this? And Darren. Oh, dude. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Seriously, man. Thank you. And a 31st birthday, huh? Guys, you hear that? We've got a birthday. We've got a birthday. You know what that means? You know what that means. As soon as I find my landing bay, anyway. Okay, so Bejor is occupied by Kardashians. Okay, so they took the entire planet. That is... Okay. That explains a lot more from Lower Decks, then. That explains a lot more. Heck yeah, see, Darren actually wants a song. Yes! Yes, alright, let me land, Darren. Let me land. And yeah, Guitars, I never got to see Enterprise. Never got to see Enterprise. Coyote!
Torpedo burrito!
That's right, Coyote. I always forget it's my birthday, too. Thank you, man. Thank you, Coyote. Yeah, that looks good. All right. That's right, Raymond. That's right. All right, Darren. This one's for you, buddy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Darren. Happy 31st, Darren. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, man. If you're drinking, have a screwdriver for me. Or a what is that drink? A raspberry sour. Those are really good. Those are excellent. Or if you get a chance, a Rasputin. Just because it's a fun punny name and they're pretty decent. But a raspberry sour is pretty good too. I don't know if you're a cocktail kind of guy, but I like my fruity drinks. T-Rex, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know you don't like the songs. Oh, kid, they're good. They're good. I don't know what's in it besides raspberry vodka, and I'm gonna guess some like sweet and sour sauce maybe, but or syrup. But they're decent. They go down fast. See, Ken, I've never had a kamikaze. I'll try that one though. Oh, mother pig, I like that. I like that. I'm like a blind baseball player. Can never find the pitch. Yeah, actually, Ken, that sounds right with some triple sec. But all right, I'm gonna have to go pack my bags. So sadly, I'm gonna have to go now. Sadly, Darren, it was good to see you, man. I hope you have an excellent birthday tomorrow. Happy 31st. And I am going to get ready for the drive to Fayetteville. I think it's like a good 3-hour drive. That's right, Raymond. That's right. That's right. But we will pick up after the weekend. And we'll buckle down, do some more. I want you guys to enjoy yourselves, drink some water. And, you know, if you're going out, if you're celebrating, have a fun drink. Also, be careful if you're going out. Just, you know, stay safe. Be cautious. And I want you guys to enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the people around you. And just know that I appreciate you guys. Each and every one of you. Yes, even you. I'm kidding on that last one. You guys know I like you all, so. Have a good night, guys. Enjoy your weekend. And until next time, keep on trucking.